Hey guys, welcome to AFTERBUZZ.TV.com. I'm Joe Doyle, and we're about to chat Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Season 2, Episodes 7 and 8. We can't wait to break them down for you. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I just like to let it breathe for a little bit because it's the best theme song in all of TV and Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AFTERBUZZ.TV.com. We're talking the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I'm here with some of the best co-hosts in all the land. I'm Joe Doyle. You can find me at JoJo Doyle on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. And why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Tell us where we can find you.
I'm James Janisse. You can find me at James Janisse on Twitter and Instagram, and on YouTube at Practical Folks.
I'm Annabelle DeSisto, and you can find me on Twitter at AnnabelleLee417.
There you have it, folks. Well, check us out and check out this next recap. We just jump right into it. Go into episode 7. Yeah. This one's called Kimmy Walks Into a Bar. And it starts off as Kimmy's sent on a task. She needs to pick up a dress for Jacqueline's gala. But on her way back from getting the dress, she has to use facilities. So she just pops into like a little restaurant bar area and gets a little distracted after she goes to the restroom. Hashtag cute boy.
Very cute boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a it was like an army shirt. He could see
Ranger,
Ranger shirt, and he could see the drama in Kimmy's eyes. He had no idea that it was because she was kept in a bunker for 15 years. He thought it was because she had seen combat, and that's when they kind of started to click.
Yeah, and I like that comparison of her time spent in the bunker to like a vet's time spent overseas. It's the same kind of thing of like being in a dangerous situation that you don't want to be in, removed from society, and I like that they kept bringing up parallels throughout the episode to that.
Yeah, definitely. Like she had to continually adapt, and then we jumped into how PTSD. PTSD gets into the mix. It was pretty intense, especially when she starts punching people with phones. But I'm getting way ahead of the game. She talks to this guy. They really click. They get some nuggets together.
Some nugs,
some tasty nugs. And then she realizes, oh my gosh, I've left Jacqueline in a total bind. I gotta run. And she bails with one important thing, without one important thing.
His number.
Without two important things.
His number, his address,
and address.
Oh,
yeah!
Oh,
you are
nice
very
one.
funny. Thank you. But she doesn't realize this until she first realizes, I didn't get his number. But then she starts talking with Titus, and I feel like there was that gag where it's the non sequiturs. I've heard that gag somewhere before. I think it was on South Park. Yes, it was on South Park. I just realized what it was in the Hardly Boys episode, and they're starting to get clues, and they start going off of random things to kind of like get them to think of it. I thought it was still great. I mean, I didn't go, oh, that's lame. That totally rehashed that joke. I thought it was really fun in that situation.
Yeah, because what reminds her of the dress, like salad.
Yeah.
But she goes about it in a roundabout way. Instead of just salad to dressing, it's like salad and then a bunch of other steps, and then it comes back to dressing.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. That was really clever. But she has to own up to Jacqueline that, oops, she kind of forgot the dress.
Yeah. And
while this is all going on, Jacqueline's having a little bit more drama of her own that's starting to happen. Go ahead.
Is that Anna Camp, right? That's the name of the actress who plays Deirdre? She is amazing, and I'm so glad that they brought her back because she was in an earlier episode, and I really loved her there. And then, like, you got to see a glimpse of her character in that previous episode, and in this one, it just comes out full on that she's just this like tormented trophy wife who is way more intelligent than what her role in life demands of her. And I just love the reveal that she wants Jackie as like a kind of arch nemesis. Like she wants Jackie to succeed so she can have like a rival on her
just to like
level.
Feel something. It's like her version of like cutting. She's like, I just want to feel alive.
Exactly,
Or stealing.
yeah.
I've tried both, and they're, you know, it's another show.
Yeah. No, she even does say like the pain that she's feeling makes her feel alive. It's great. and she just sells the hell out of it. That like maniacal laughing to crying to laughing. It's I love her.
Oh yeah, and she is excited to see what goes on and see how this actually comes to be, because she's kind of set this up. She wants Jacqueline to rise to the occasion and to be that, master evil villain to her, be her foil. And Jacqueline freaks out at first. And I don't know if you guys thought this, but I thought this when she ran out of that spa. Like, I feel like she did like the Miss Piggy Muppet run out of that spa.
With the weird panic noises?
Yeah, like, and like just kind of like ran off like that. She kind of looked like a Muppet. Maybe it was just me.
I would rather have done like the Kermit run. We'd be like,
yeah. But I totally got that vibe of her just like completely shutting down and freaking out, because like I can't imagine like if you wearing the same outfit to a gala, let alone having the two galas at the same time. Social suicide.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Especially when Sting goes to the other one.
Yeah.
Because he's British.
That's true. That was so funny. That was so. I mean, you got to have Sting at your gala.
Yeah.
Else no one's
it's
gonna
not
show
a gala
up.
if it's not Sting.
Exactly.
If he's not having tantric sex, he's at a gala.
Yeah. Exactly. That's all Sting does.
And so. Another really funny thing came in when Titus and Kimmy were talking, and she starts to question Titus about Mikey problems.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, that's why you've been shouting in the bathroom."
Nope. That's because of the cheese.
Yeah. I lost it. That was so terrifying and hilarious at the same time.
So true to life.
Yeah, because it instantly, like, it was like Family Guy was all of a sudden playing on the show, because I instantly went to like a smash cut of Titus in the bathroom, just like really struggling, and then back to it. I'm glad that they didn't. It wasn't really Kimmy Schmidt style to do it like that.
They
liked
do those cutaways sometimes.
Yeah.
I was half expecting them.
Well, I mean, like with like, but I don't know about pooing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poo cutaway?
Yeah, I don't know if they would do the poo cutaway, but I kind of like to see it, because they have done a lot of those cutaways.
Yeah.
And those gags. That's what I kind of like about Kimmy Schmidt, is I feel like it's a hybrid of it's a live action comedy, but they do so many things that you normally only see in animated shows.
It's very cartoony.
Yeah.
And, I mean, down to the characters, like we've talked about before. They're very larger than life, animated almost, in just like the way they are. And I think Kimmy is such a fun character because she's kind of cartoonish, but she has like this reasoning behind it, this backstory that makes sense for why she would think $1,000 a plate dinner means like the plates are $1,000. Like it's such like a childlike way of thinking. When I was a kid, I probably thought the same
Where you can
thing.
see we were like, oh, that would make sense to a child. Like,
yeah, exactly. So I think that they're really good at writing jokes that fall into that vein where.
And it's very much like it's just like watching 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Like the joke style where it's like how they would write for Kenneth.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so good and it's so smart.
Yeah, Jack McBrayer would actually be a really good guest role on the show. Was he in the first season or no? Am I just imagining things?
I don't
think he was.
but he should come because he's
should,
like like a male like Kimmy.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror.
Oh.
I should be a casting director.
That could be good. Speaking of, guest people, I don't know if it was actually him or not, but I feel like, and now for the life of me, I just forgot his name. Who was the leader from Mad Men.
Jon Hamm.
Yes, Jon Hamm. I don't know why I've totally forgot Jon Hamm's name.
Jon Hamm, who doesn't wear underwear.
Right. But was that him with the upside down face? Did he come back?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. It was him?
Or I think so. I mean, it was his same voice.
It was his voice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
I'm not sure if they just got to stand in and had him
What?
do a voice. But what is he doing now? Nothing. I'm sure he could do it.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, no, I mean, he doesn't need it. He's not out of work. He's not on the street. He has Mad Men money.
Yeah, he's definitely kicking
got
it with
that
that.
Emmy.
So yeah, but one of those like predictions came true. I think, did you predict it that he would come back? I feel like in a previous episode, someone predicted that we were going to get a little Jon Hamm again.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Okay, well, it wasn't
It was
you.
not me. And none of mine have come true.
right.
I'm terrible at
I
this.
could have been dreaming it up. I could have been dreaming it up. I could have been making things up. I don't know.
I dream of parts of Jon Hamm, but not the parts you see on the show.
Not the transposed.
Yeah, not the.
mouth
They
and
normally
eyes.
just do waist up shots, which is unfortunate.
No, I've been kind of distracted because I've been thinking a lot about, like with the Kimmy and the glove triangles and stuff like that. It reminds me of The Bachelor, and it reminds me about how Ben told JoJo that he loved her, right? But that fairy tale ending went crashing to the ground when he said that he loved someone else more, just like Dong is saying, and sent her away with a broken heart. It was, I don't know, I think it was one of the most dramatic Bachelor finales ever, but we've been there. We've done that.
We've all been there.
ABC, Monday, May 23rd, JoJo is back, and she's the new Bachelorette. The stunning fan fave from Texas, leaving heartbreak behind and going from Ben to 26 new men, all hoping to be the one to make her happily ever after finally come true. Yeah. Are the guys there for the right reasons? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
No.
I want to know if they're going to make a connection, and I want to know if JoJo finally gets her happy ending the way she's always wanted. You know, that surprise starts night one as the guys try to grab her attention right out of the limo and get that coveted first impression rose. I think that, you know,
They're terrible gimmicks out of that radio.
I know.
Out of the
It
limo.
is. But, you know, this new epic journey of romance, man tears, and drama is about to begin. The Bachelorette premieres at a special time Monday, May 23rd, 9/8 Central on ABC. So check it out. I mean, you guys have probably already binged Kimmy Schmidt. You need something else to watch.
While you're waiting for us to catch up.
Yeah, I know. You're like, come on, guys, let's talk about it. But yeah, check out The Bachelorette, special time, May 23rd. I'm going to be there. I hope you guys are too.
She's so hot, too.
Super
Brunette
hot.
Isla Fisher. That's what I called her.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
See, that may be the main reason why I'm going to watch
She has those two psychotic brothers who are super overprotective. It was really good.
That's good TV.
It is. And there's a lot of battling going on, just like Jacqueline and Deirdre keep battling throughout this entire episode. And Jacqueline finally gets the idea. She knows exactly what to do to beat her. And it was given to her by Deirdre. Bring in the side pieces.
Assemble the side pieces.
Assemble! Side pieces! Assemble! Woo. I totally wanted her to like get on the conch and start like trying to assemble the side pieces. I really liked that Jacqueline was known in the side piece bar.
Yeah, as a legend.
Yeah.
She was like the Holly Madison of like the mistresses of the side pieces. She was number one.
Yeah. Let her speak. She's a legend.
She's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then this little nod she gives like, thanks. It was great. And she realizes that the best thing to do is every guy has a fantasy that his main chick won't do. No way. But the side piece knows that
They have to.
yeah, if they want to keep them interested, or at least think that they're going to get to do that with the side piece.
Yeah.
And so Jacqueline decides to rally the troops and tells them to cash in those fantasies. And that moment when she shows up at the gala was my favorite of the entire episode.
Oh, where she's like raising her arms and everyone's leaving. It's so great.
Because all of them are getting the text from their mistresses.
Yeah.
Completely evil, completely hilarious. I felt like I almost felt like it was in she was Magneto. She was channeling Magneto at one point. It felt very like, you know, comic book like.
Yeah, I my mind went to Game of Thrones
Yeah,
last
that's
year.
like I only fast forwarded to see dragon parts, so like I have no idea what anybody does, but like I just remember at the end like him going like that.
And the Witch King,
the Night King.
Night King, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert: there are dragons in the show. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be.
I'm sorry,
interesting.
I'm gonna get a lot of internet hate.
Drogon, Rhaegon, and Viserion.
Yes.
I'm gonna spill mine, but I'm with you in spirit.
Dragons. Another thing that I don't think we've ever seen in this season or both seasons.
That fantastic rug roll that Jackie does. Because, especially when she comes out of it.
Bing! Yeah. Clutch. I want to know how many times they did that. I don't know. I have a feeling that it was like the first take.
I bet it was.
Yeah, because Jane is that on point. Oh man.
But what were we saying?
No, it was the rug roll. That's
Oh,
it.
what?
Thanks for
I
tuning
nailed
in.
it.
No, Titus. I don't think we've seen him kiss a guy before.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
We finally got to see some action.
Yeah, I mean, I know that he's, getting some because he has the Xbox, and he's, definitely has everyone going on. But we see a really special moment with him and Mikey share a little kiss, and I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah, and I like, too, that I feel like, 10, 15 years ago on a sitcom, you'd have Titus find Mikey, although it wouldn't be a gay relationship, first off. But second off, the person would end up having a flaw, like Mikey talks too much, and just that would be it. Like, the rest of the time would be Titus figuring out a way to get rid of Mikey because of this flaw. But I like how in this show, it gives a reason for the flaw. It's like, oh, he doesn't talk around anyone else, so this is his chance to like open up to someone, and then it flips that reason on its head, and Mikey's like, no man, I don't even want to be doing this. I thought that's what you wanted.
I know he was just doing it because he was so nervous during the first date that he was like word vomiting, which I'm like, yeah, I've so done that, but then I don't realize, like, I never get to the point where I like realize I'm like, oh, I don't want to be doing this, and like I just keep word vomiting until they leave. Which is a solid strategy if you're looking to get out of something.
I word vomited a couple of dates ago. But then I caught myself, but then I called myself out, which was worse.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, man, I must be talking a lot. How are you? And just stopped, and it was not good. But, yeah, so he was word vomiting, but got caught in that situation. But it really gave us a great moment. One of my favorite moments of the episode, probably. Did I already say another favorite moment? One of them was when they were all sitting together. It's like, don't say a thing. These guys are from the construction site.
Yeah.
And then he goes, sup, soup. He said soup. The one thing that he totally screwed up. All he had to do was say sup, and he said soup. I thought that was so charming and so hilarious. Like, Titus is... so, do you guys watch Trailer Park Boys?
I've seen some episodes, but not all of them.
I've seen a trailer park.
Okay, you see it?
So, okay. I'm sure it's pretty much like the same thing.
Trailer Park Boys is a Canadian TV show, and it's a comedy, and they're about these guys that are just real. They mean well, but they're just dumb as rocks, live in a trailer park, and they just try to make ends meet by doing illegal things, but trying to get by with the best intentions. But they're so dumb that they say regular words completely wrong, and are completely real about it. They call raccoons rakins. Sasquatch is called a Sam Squanch. Just to give you guys an example of their stupidity. And I think it's great that Titus's character is doing that, but with straight, words, or words that he thinks is straight words.
Because what's he call the construction, like confluxion or something?
Oh yeah. It was just another one of the construction. That was another one that he mentioned.
And he's like in the smushers and the swingy balls, like because he didn't know what the when any of the things were called, which neither do I. I'm like what the things were called. And my dad's a contractor, and I still do.
But I thought that was really fun. And it also brought us a great end cap to the episode as well. When they all start, the episode's over, but you see the other construction workers like giving their greatest confessions, and he said that he loved Titus.
Yeah.
I mean that he loved loved Titus. Yeah. And I thought that was really sweet. So Mikey's in to stay for the rest of this season.
I was so worried that this would be the episode where they got rid of it because it started off with like Titus being annoyed by him. But they just resolved that issue and moved on, and I think it's a more interesting show because of that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Completely agree.
Also, now we know that one guy has a little tail.
Yes.
I want to see that tail.
Oh, I hope he comes back. I want to see that sweet tail.
Also, I learned I always learn something from the shows. I'm like, oh, that's like a good tip. Like when you're zoning out while somebody's talking to you, you just picture their face flipping. I was like, oh, you just create like your own Snapchat filter.
Exactly.
To like look like you're paying attention. I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to use that. I mean, I've been doing it during half the show, and it really did work.
I knew it. I could tell. I couldn't tell. I was completely fooled. Let's switch gears and talk about the next episode, episode 8. Mm-hmm. This one's Kimmy goes to a hotel. Kimmy goes to the hotel, and things get a little freaky, and it leads me to. We'll get to it in a second, but I'm a little frustrated with the show.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I got a little beef. Nothing too crazy. I still love it. Still gonna, still watch it. Tell everyone about it. But this one is cool because it's directed by Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Which I did not expect. I'm like, wait a second, did I see that? And I rewound it, and it said Steve Buscemi. And I know people like Fred Savage. He's gone into directing, have a great directing career. I did not know that about Steve Buscemi. And
I didn't know. Is it Buscemi or Buscemi?
Buscemi.
Thank you, Buscemi.
This is his brother, Buscemi that directed it.
Yeah, I had to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was like Buscemi, something like that. Buscemi. Okay,
no, he's not that
You're
fancy. Look at him.
The guy with the weird eyes. He directed it.
Yeah, and I thought he did a great job. But this one is, they jump right into it because at the end of the last episode, Kimmy says that she's missed 15 Christmases, or roughly 15 Christmases. She didn't allude to it was because she was in the bunker, to the guy, the ranger, that kind of went off into the, rest of guest star land.
PTSD. He was so hot.
He was. He was pretty dreamy.
Oh, did the PTSD incident kind of like put the nail in the coffin on that relationship?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, when she put him in the that crazy headlock.
Yeah,
like the
he heard the
MMA
crash
style.
and he got down on the ground and then
I feel like that's something you can overcome. Aw.
Yeah.
He was so good looking.
Now see, over talking you can overcome PTSD. Well, no, you can overcome PTSD too.
Yeah.
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 We're getting
mixed
the
messages
soldiers
from
watching.
Kimmy
There's
Schmidt.
hope.
Yeah. But so anyways, that's not the problem that I had with it. So
You
here's
just lost the combat vet demo.
Yeah,
I know,
our
right?
biggest demographic.
Dang it. But Kimmy shows that she's doing another fake Christmas, and everyone's around, gathering, having a good time, until all of a sudden, guess who shows up in the window?
Santa.
Santa shows up, except for she looks like Mrs. Claus a little bit more. And she has the scrunchie that Dong has been secretly keeping from her. And what a moment for Kimmy, even though she made the decision really quickly what she was going to do.
Yeah.
And she wanted to just, protect Dong. Because I think she loves Dong. Well, we know. I think we all know she loves Dong. And I thought that was really sweet. And that lady is so. What's her name again?
Sylvia. Or no.
Sonia.
Sonia.
Yeah, I think it was Sonia.
Yeah.
Sylvia. Yeah. So she's so nuts. She realizes, okay, this is good. Dong's not to be at fault. That Kimmy is a big, what is it, a slut burger, a hoe burger, and owns up to it. And in the meantime, she runs off. And in the middle of this revelation, Jacqueline comes in saying that the Jews are trying to take her painting. And I was like, oh man, this, because I didn't know. I mean, I figured that she was a little racist, but I didn't know that she was like. Anyways, I thought that was pretty funny that the Jews were trying to take their stuff back.
This scene opened the season, right? Didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
You're right.
Yeah. This scene was at the top of episode 1.
And you had no idea what was going on. You're like, what? How many episodes did I miss?
Yeah.
Like, it was...
And I'm trying to figure out the reason why they did that, because I don't feel as though it really added anything. I think the reason they did it was maybe they wrote this scene and then was like, dude, how weird would it be to someone who like just came from season 1 to watch this scene? Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really add any. But I felt like way too many things happened in the first episode.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that when you first see that scene in the beginning of the season, you're like, what is all this random stuff? But
I'm always like, oh, maybe this is gonna be too much work.
Yeah.
It's like if it's like Homeland where I have to like, I'm
right.
out.
But then when you see it at the beginning of this episode, everything makes sense. It's like, oh, that's why Titus is kissing that Santa
And talking in Japanese.
Yeah.
Because Murasaki doesn't do Christmas.
Doesn't do Christmas.
So yeah, it's like, okay, it's all this random stuff that now makes sense after just 7 episodes.
I'm like, oh, geishas don't get Christmases. Their lives are terrible.
And we find out that trying to get these paintings is we find out the people representing the Jews trying to get the painting back is David Cross. Which is great. Another great, performance, a little, special cameo appearance. And he represents Harry and Ivana Ida Wiener. Which was the greatest. I loved all those Simpsons, crank calls. And this is
or when you would have a substitute in school and they were like, just pass your name around and write it on the clipboard. And like,
you'd have all those crazy names.
And he's like, Seymour Butts? And we're like, hilarious.
Yeah, this totally outdoes that, because what's that one at the end? It's like, it's something because of butts.
Oh yeah, my wiener hurts.
Yeah,
wiener hurts because of butts. Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah.
The one guy spent all day writing that joke.
And you know what? If I was that guy, I would have just been sitting. I'd have been stoic the whole episode until the very end, and then I would just be like, just a little giggle and a sip of my coffee, and then that would be the best moment of my writing career. I feel like
probably, yeah.
And so speaking about I want to eat a Wheater, Dong shows up at Kimmy's window to thank her for, kind of taking the fall with Sonia, because he realizes he gets caught, then he's really screwed and is going to get kicked out of the country. And they start to chat a little bit and realize that they both have these feelings and decide to just run away together to the most romantic place ever, the Poconos. Which I feel like is super romantic from, like, the Glass Menagerie. Like, I don't know, was that another different thing?
The Tennessee...
Yeah, the Tennessee Williams.
With the girl who was, like, schizophrenic.
Yeah, then they...
I can't think of a more romantic story than the 16-year-old with schizophrenia.
Because they're going to go to the Poconos in the play. They're gonna go get married.
It's a deep cut, Joe.
I'm
so
sorry.
You're going a deep cut.
That reference went over my head.
Yeah, you guys didn't know
the soldiers and the huge theater. It's a huge Tennessee Williams fans.
Yeah, you guys.
You're really alienating everyone.
I'm trying to bring it around. Everything. But
millennials, look up Tennessee Williams. You'll love it.
I hope y'all been reading Tennessee Williams.
I'm gonna go home and read that.
Yeah, check it out.
What's it? The
Glass Menagerie.
Ball? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a great play.
Cool.
Yeah, listen to the book.
Yeah, or get the Spark Notes, I guess. Yeah. So they decide to head to the Poconos, where they find the most abandoned hotel. It looks like it's haunted as hell.
Yeah.
Like for a second, I thought they did a cross into American Horror Story for a second, and I'm like, oh no, this would be hilarious, but also really horrifying if they did step into a hotel.
The Hotel Motel Holiday Inn was like. It was very Grey Gardens. Another old reference for all the millennials. But it was dilapidated, and there were a bunch of raccoons, and which I would love.
It ended up being a federal reserve for raccoons,
which was hilarious.
And she's like, "Look, they have tennis," and she holds up what she thinks is a fuzzy green tennis ball, and she's like, "Oh, never mind. I think this was an orange."
Oh, that was nasty because I think that they had a little squish too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but it was nuts. It was nuts. And now we're starting to get closer to the issue that I have.
Okay, yeah. Tell us what your issue, man.
So, okay.
Because I feel like I know what it is.
Kimmy Raw Dog Dong.
Oh, that's your issue. Okay.
Yeah.
What, in the police car?
Yeah. There was no condom use.
Oh, yeah, because he has a latex allergy.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Kimmy Raw Dog lost it. Raw Dog to Dog. That's not safe. That kids... anyone out there that saw that go down, don't be like Kimmy.
Yeah, do it the safe way. Pull out, you guys. Be responsible.
Use some protection or some contraceptives.
I'll tell you right now, because the only safe way is abstinence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best rim shot ever. Oh, but that's my issue, is that because they were talking about wanting, to get it on, and everything was, peachy and great, and they were going to be all safe about it. Then Dong has the allergy, and rightfully so, kills the moment. But then kills the moment even further when they get arrested, because they have to call for help because Dong is really swollen.
Yeah.
And
not in the good way.
Not in a good way. No. I thought it was coming. No. So they get arrested and they say, let's do it in the back of the cop car, which would be hot. That is fine. I don't have any. If you want to bang in the back of a cop car, that's great.
I don't know. He said it was kind of gross in there.
But it's not always going to be perfect. Right? Where it's for me to live by anytime I'm starting to hook up with someone in the car. It's not always going to be perfect and do the job. But I just thought that everybody use condoms out there. Don't raw dog it with some dude for the first time.
My concern is that she had the phone thing. She hit him with a phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then later she said, you're in handcuffs, so that makes me feel safe. And I'm wondering if the show is alluding to her having been sexually harassed in the bunker by the Reverend, because that's the only explanation I can think for why she would have that reaction to Dong moving in on her romantically on a bed, and she just instinctively attacks him.
Yeah.
Why? I don't think that's just a throwaway gag. And I'm like, wow, did the show really go there? Because that's the first thing I thought when that happened.
I think it's implied when, just on the base of the show, that these mole women have been kidnapped and had to live underground with a psychopath.
Yeah, but I don't
and plus,
think it's
I don't think she's ever been. She was kidnapped when she was 15 or like really young. So it's like she's never had that experience before, like with a guy. So she's never.
I wonder if, because she said that she lost, it was her first time.
I mean, I've been with guys and I still want to hit them with their phones while I'm like, so you know.
That's super hot.
You guys haven't been in that position, but.
Okay, so I don't know. It's a thing.
A little glistening there.
Yes, it's anyways. But I wonder if it was because if it was. I don't know. I didn't get the vibe that it was sexual. I got the vibe that it was from the actual act of abduction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I could see how it would go.
But like,
because
yeah, like
of
a
the
guy's
moment.
like coming onto her, being really close to her, and
yeah. And so I think maybe that's because the first time that the PTSD happened was when he grabbed her really quickly. And then that initiated the, oh my gosh, I'm getting grabbed and getting taken.
Oh, in the previous episode?
Yeah. Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. But that's the way I saw it. But I understand where you're coming from on that one too.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just has a fetish, you guys. Like, let's not judge.
Fetish? Yeah.
That's true.
Phones, handcuffs. Like, let's not. Everyone has their thing. Everyone, does what they do.
Yeah.
I randomly found myself at the bondage ball here in LA a couple years back on Halloween, and stranger things have happened.
How was that?
Incredible, actually. It was pretty cool. Yeah, good times, a lot of fun. Yeah.
Good.
I met a cat woman, and she had a riding
She
crop.
would be right at home there.
Yeah. And so that went down then, and then. Meanwhile, while they're hitting it raw dog, Lillian is having some nice moments. We kind of skipped over Lillian and Jacqueline. I always call her Jackie Lynn now.
Yeah.
So Lillian and Jacqueline kind of get together to try and solve the painting issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was great because I could be wrong, but I feel like this is the first time that Jacqueline and Lillian pair together.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe they've gone like against each other in the first season because like Jackie is really everything that Lillian is against in this show. Like Lillian's character, especially at this point, has just been evolved to like anti-gentrification,
anti-government,
working class versus like the aristocracy, and like Jackie just represents all this stuff that we know Lillian hates. So I like seeing them work together.
Yeah.
And seeing her like immediately fall in love with that apartment when she gets in there. Like a rich guy could murder someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
It's American Psycho.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, oh yeah, it does look like the American Psycho apartment. Great moment. I should have saw it coming, but I didn't, with the painting and how she painted it, and it was just like complete other. I know that that's a painting.
Yeah.
It's a very famous painting. I couldn't tell you the title of it.
I don't know art.
But yeah, I don't either. But I know that was.
If it's not the dogs playing poker, I don't know.
I know that was a special one, and so that was a funny moment where all of a sudden it was like, that's. I get
You're like, which
kinda.
one is the original?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. And so they end up. She can't fight it. Jacqueline has to send the painting back, but then whole new hook. We might get David Cross back in some more episodes because she turns on
Amber
the charm.
Tamblyn?
Yeah, Mr. Amber Tamblyn.
That's how I know him.
Amber might be a little frustrated because Jane's getting some. I think she's gonna get some.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, well, heck, we could just jump right into our predictions right now since we're talking about that.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Why do I feel like I'm being abducted? I just want to hit someone with
The
a
more
phone.
people. So first we'll have a chance to kind of everyone go through their own predictions.
Okay.
But I'm gonna pose this prediction to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that Jacqueline and David Cross's character, which I can't remember his name, are gonna hook up? Is he gonna come back? Are we gonna see more?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Now, long term.
No, I think maybe one episode.
Short term bang.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, he stole my answer, so I don't think that's fair.
Okay.
But yeah, because I felt like they were doing. You guys probably didn't see it, but like Sex and the City, like a Charlotte, like he was like the version of Harry because she gets with the lawyer and he like at first she's not attracted to him at all, and I don't know, they're both bald and they're both lawyers. I guess that's where the comparison ends. But
sounds
like,
solid to me.
Well,
Sounds rock
quirky,
solid.
you know,
Yeah.
like when they least expect it. No, I totally followed that, like completely, because Charlotte, that's the last thing that she wanted, was this kind of. I mean, he's not schlubby.
like
He's a
sweaty,
put together.
pudgy type of.
Yeah, like dad bod guy.
And like you don't even have to have a bod. If you have a plane, you can be one of those torso people. I don't
That's
care.
true. It's true. I'm kind of.
Everybody looks the same on a private plane.
I'm
you know,
kind of
like
a
those
nerd at
people
it.
who are just like.
Just
Just a torso and hand. Then they write some like motivational book.
Johnny
and say
got
like
his
no
gun?
limits. I'm
What?
like, I think you have limits. I
Okay.
think there are some limits. But you know what, guys? They're doing better than me.
yeah.
You guys have seen
Where's your
like
book?
you know the
Where's
people
your
exactly.
motivational
Like
book?
I mean,
Yeah, no,
I have no physical problems, and I can't. I can't do a marathon. And then all those people can.
I ran 2 half marathons for Disney and Leukemia Lymphoma Society, so yeah, you could do you could do a
I
marathon.
mean,
I
I'm
believe
okay
in
with
you.
this Netflix marathon. I feel like that's
All right, that's your marathon.
the only marathon
That's
I can really
totally cool.
enter.
Speaking of marathons, a show that I marathoned quite a bit
Yes.
back in the day, and we had to do it a little differently back then. You had to go with like VHS tapes. Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah.
They
Yes.
talked big time with Dawson's Creek, and then Joshua Jackson
Yeah.
shows up. I was excited because I didn't even need to look up his name. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Joshua Jackson. He's in the house. But he played this other, what was it, Frank? No, not, it was
Percy. Was that his?
Pacey.
Oh, Purvis was his.
Purvis, or it was some weird name that he played. And totally talks about Dawson, being a Dawson's Creek super fan.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated that because I was with them 100%. I loved that show. Like, secretly, oh man, I
don't think I've ever seen an episode.
Yeah, that was like a little bit before, like, not like you're that much older than me. No,
I
but
am.
it's like
I'm older.
I knew of it, but it's like didn't they use like really big words? Weren't they like all super smart and that they used words that nobody that age would use?
Well, they were very descriptive in their love and struggles that they had, for young people. I would be like sitting there watching, it was like, I would not have described it like that, Pacey. Dawson, come on.
Yeah, they would do like
chill the heck out.
freaking monologue, like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
soliloquies of just like, I'm just like, oh, you could have just said like, hand me the water, and it was just like this like long thing. I was
Yeah,
like,
but it was more romantic
they're
that
so
way.
smart.
It was a coming of age, like story about.
And he would come through her window, like very like Clarissa Explains It All. type
Yeah,
thing.
because they
really?
were best
Those-
friends to start with. Yeah.
Oh. What was the creek all about? Anything cool happened there?
Oh, that was just like they were.
That were just because Dawson didn't own the creek; they just lived by it.
Yeah, no, it was like that was like the area, like
Dawson didn't own the creek?
no.
That is a possessive apostrophe S in that title.
Well, I mean, he was the man. He was BMOC. He was BMOC, big man on campus.
Oh.
So it was kind of like his.
Okay.
But Joey got with Pacey first, right?
I know.
Maybe if he
Joey-
owned that creek.
Is Joey a girl?
Joey, was Mrs. Tom Cruise for a short time.
Yeah.
Yes, Katie Holmes.
Kate Holmes, yeah. Yeah, that's where she got her start too.
Talking about under bunkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like about being abducted.
So you guys learned. If you learned one thing today, you know that I love a very eclectic guy. I love The Bachelorette. I love Tennessee Williams, and I love Dawson's Creek. So put that on my Tinder account.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that is a dream.
Yeah. Really? Oh. Well, we'll just.
I think I
Quite
hear
the
your phone
Renaissance
going
man.
off right now.
Oh yes! Don't forget to get those digits at the end. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what Titus says. So those are the couple of the predictions that we have. Getting back to predictions, is that we're gonna see David Cross come back. Now, do you guys have any other predictions just about the show in general?
Last week I said Jackie would not make money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my prediction is she will get money again now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that because it's like you're not gonna get it when it's like the Thor and the hammer. She is Thor, and the hammer, Mew Mew, is money. Is that how you say it, Mew Mew?
Oh,
I was like,
that's what they call it.
Stroke? I don't know
That's
what
the
that
name.
is. Okay.
No, I'm not having a stroke.
And you were just like, storm. And I was like, what's happening?
I don't know. I don't speak Norse, but anyways, it's the name of the hammer. Thor's hammer
Okay.
is Mew Mew.
All right.
So her.
Sounds weird.
I know. Jacqueline's hammer is
No,
money.
say it. Do it again.
Is murmur.
Okay.
And when she
Sounds
is worthy,
right. It sounds spot on.
Thank you. And when she is thought worthy of the Murmur money, she shall rise up and defend the weak, aka Kimmy Schmidt. This actually is this tale of Thor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sure.
Lofty.
No, but I like see, and you took us there without even knowing it by saying that now that she wanted.
Oh, don't blame this one on me, man.
I was gonna say, yeah, you took us there.
Great.
So
I brought us to Mirror.
Yeah, well, because it's true. You know, like now that she's gonna get that money, now that she's kind of paid her toll. You know, like, and realizing, okay, this is what I'm trying to do and do good for the society and the gala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and help
Nice.
help her Native Americans that that nobody at the gala cared about.
Yeah, not at all. They're like,
I'm not sure. I know this is like only affected me. The thing that I did not like is that in the gala episode, everybody else, I'm not sure if any of you saw this extra that was in the back, but to me it was blatantly obvious. Everybody else is in like suits and cocktail gowns. And yes, I'm like, there is a girl with just a white tank top.
I saw that too.
And I was like, did some PA just like walk into the scene and they're like, we already shot it. But it is so blatantly obvious. Where the whole time I was like, I was literally.
I don't even notice costuming that much.
I just like.
it was a dude?
No, it was a girl in a.
It wasn't like a dress. It was like.
It did not
was
look
a
like a
wife
dress.
beater.
Yeah.
It was a Kevin Federline wife beater and just pants. And I was just like, what extra got lazy? And she's like, this is uncomfortable. I mean, I've been that extra many times where I take off my shoes and I'm like, I'm girl 77 at the bar. Nobody's gonna notice me. But that was a very small scene. Like not a lot of people, and it was just around like gowns, cocktail dresses, and then this.
And
white tank top.
Oh,
so I'm so glad that I was like, I'm going to say this
that.
and no one is going to realize it, but guys, go back and watch it. And it was just, that's all I could see for the rest of the episode. I mean, everything was on mute. I was just.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Guys,
I feel bad I missed out, so that's good.
Well, have you done extra work?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I definitely have, and I'm like, why didn't that person get sent home?
Yeah, I was just like, what wardrobe person was not, paying attention?
Oh, no, I did.
She was that crafty. Well, that happened.
I got tear gassed on a set one time doing extra work on the set of Las Vegas. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
It was nuts.
Not to brag,
So-
I was an extra on Glee, and they took me out of the scene because I looked too old.
Oh no.
Then I was like, I look like one of the parents of the kids at the high school, so they had to take me out.
I was also Donkey Lips. You know
I know Donkey Lips.
I was his stunt double one time in an episode of The Riches. That was
What?
my illustrious brief extra background career.
What stunt did you have to do?
We were about to beat the crap out of that kid. I think it was Noah, the blonde, the toe-headed kid. We were about to beat the crap out of him at a football game with baseball bats. And so since we were waving stuff around and kind of jostling them around, we had to have that training.
Did you get SAG for that?
I might have gotten a voucher.
Voucher for that hate crime? Good for you. All worth it.
Yeah, I might have got that Tapped Hartley son. So my prediction. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not gonna spoil it, even though everyone else I'm sure has watched this. I saw a little screen cap. You know how like each episode has a little screen cap.
Oh, yeah, I saw it too.
And I saw who's gonna be coming up in an upcoming episode.
Did you see that?
I'm really excited for that.
I was probably just still thinking about the wife beater.
Oh, you probably were, yeah.
Oh, this is like a couple episodes down. Next week,
Yeah.
we're gonna see a lot of dreams realized since the first episode of this show, and so I want my like kind of prediction to be along those lines, but I don't think I should. I think I've already said too much.
Murmur.
So that's mine. But okay,
Your prediction is a thing that you saw and know is coming.
Well, I wanted. So new prediction.
That's how predictions
I feel like
work.
that's not really a prediction. It's proof.
New prediction.
Yeah.
And it goes along with the old prediction. When I said something, I'm like, that's ridiculous. They're not going to make it happen because in real life, it's already happened. Kimmy's going to get pregnant.
Okay.
Oh, God,
you are
no.
going with that? All right.
She hit a raw dog. When I said it
They could
last...
have had lambskin.
No,
they could have bought
no,
two different
no,
kinds
no,
at the
obviously
grocery
not.
store.
No, but still
Wait,
pulling out is not proper
Isn't like that a
contraceptive.
different type of...
Lambskin is a different type. You can't get lambskin condoms.
Does it feel good?
I have no. I'm waiting till marriage.
I mean, no condoms.
I don't know, but that's the thing. So, like,
what if Kimmy's just on birth control, man?
She doesn't know what birth control is.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
She'd be like, oh, if anything, she'd be like, oh, it's candy, and I'm on a diet, and she'd like skip a couple of days and mess everything up. You know,
I want to see that episode. That's my prediction. Kimmy goes on birth control.
Oh, they should make him like little candy necklaces. God, I'm giving away all these $1 million. Oh, don't take my Shark Tank idea. Oh, that's so good. Right? Isn't that a good like?
Yeah.
I mean, are they delicious?
Probably not.
I've never been on.
I don't know. Like, if you take more of them, like, because is it like baby aspirin? If you eat a bunch, it's more effective, or
no?
I don't think that you can like carb load on them, and that keeps you safe for a couple months.
Extra protected, like you're going to like some cruise to, I don't know.
Oh well, don't go on a cruise and don't go on a floating Walmart.
Yeah, well, don't do that, and don't hit it raw dog.
A lot of life lessons you're preaching
and
out.
I learned about Tennessee Williams.
You learned about Tennessee Williams. I think Kimmy's gonna get pregnant.
That is like the death of a show. Oh, I hope they don't do that.
She doesn't have to go through to term.
Ooh, you think Kimmy Schmidt's gonna get that controversial?
I don't know.
Yeah, Joe wants to see the abortion storyline.
I mean, I'm completely for it.
I'm just saying, maybe there's a false alarm. Maybe something I don't know what happens. Maybe she gets a pregnancy scare.
As long as Jack McBrayer plays the abortion doctor, I'm all on board.
Oh yes, that would be great. So on this note, before we get too controversial, why don't we just go and ask where they can find you guys on social media so they can contact you and say how much offensive things I've said today.
Sure, yeah. I'm James A. Janisse. You can find me at James A. Janisse on Twitter and Instagram, and on YouTube at Practical Folks.
What about you, Annabelle?
And you can write me compliments on my Instagram at AnnabelleDeSisto.com because it's Instagram. No, HTTP. Just Annabelle DeSisto on Instagram. I'm such an idiot.
And you can go ahead and, tell me your comments, whether hitting it raw dog is great or if you should wrap it up at JoJo Doyle. Hit me up on Twitter.
Or if you think birth control tastes good. You know what?
Yeah, tell me your thoughts on birth control on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but don't hit a raw dog for the first time in the back of a cop car. I'm Joe Doyle. Have a great day. We'll see you next time talking Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt on AfterBuzzTV.com.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.